going on? It's your girl Marline Massasoit. I'm here with the 12-12-12. Hope you enjoyed my videos from last year. Now it's a new year, so I got to come at you with another 12-12-12. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to describe or explain to you is the open mic procedures for hosting, as well as somebody coming out just to perform at an open mic. Alright, I'm getting this from the Comedy Underground, and these are the notes that I Googled. And just to put a little shameless plug out there, we have something called Comedy at the Crib, where we come to your crib and we do sketch comedy. Wouldn't you love that? Alright? And we have something called CUC, Cracking Up Crazy. We don't say LOL, we say CUC, Cracking Up Crazy. That's our brand. Alright? I'm here right at NTP. NTP stands for National Theatrical Productions. Look us up, Google us, you can find us. Alright, right here in Waterford, Michigan. Alright, so the first thing you want to make sure you do is just be at the place 30 minutes before showtime. Alright? Also, you have about 7 to 10 minutes to do your warm-ups. So you want to make sure you warm up before you just get out there and do your performance. You want to welcome the audience. You want to go ahead and thank them for supporting the show. And this is for the host. Alright? If you're hosting an open mic, you want to briefly explain the format. That is open to anyone when you sign up, the time limit, the warning light. So we do the phone normally for the warning light, or we might flash the lights, let you know it's time to get off stage. The length, you want to make sure you go over the length of the performance, because some performers, they get up here and they want to stay all day. They want to go ahead and do you a full-fledged concert. Can't do that. If you got a whole audience of 10 or 20 people that's trying to perform, can't be up here that long. All right? So make sure you go over the length. Normally it's about 4 to 5 minutes. Alright? Do your best to look professional. You want to look good. You don't want to come up in there bumming. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure you're looking good. Alright? If possible, you want to cover a variety of topics. Alright? That way you can read what the audience is looking for, what their taste is. Alright? You want to receive the list of the different performers. This is as a host. You want to make sure you have that list, and make sure that if there are any changes with that list, you talk to the assistant manager and let that assistant individual know that, okay, this is going to be changed, that's going to be changed, so you guys can work together and just make sure that list runs smoothly. All right, ask the individuals what type of music would they like to introduce them, or how they would be introduced, how would they like to be introduced. Usually they don't care, but if they do care, you want to make sure that you introduce them properly. Alright, learn to pronounce the artist's names correctly, because if you're not pronouncing their name correctly, you call RJ whining, RJ whiny, he might be mad. Okay, so make sure you're pronouncing the individual's names correctly. Alright, avoid sarcasm. Alright, because if this individual is not used to how you are or who you are, because you've never seen this person before, you want to make sure you just treat them with respect and respect their act. Because I will never forget when I went to an open mic, and it was a young lady by the name of Felicia that was on the list. And she didn't come out. She didn't say she was present at the time. And then the host was like, bye, Felicia. Well, it wasn't the host first. It was someone, a heckler in the audience first, said, bye, Felicia. And then when that person said, bye, Felicia, the host was like, bye, Felicia. And the lady was like, She got mad real fast. She was like, hold on. I'm Felicia. I don't like when people... So, yeah. That's how that went. But anyway, yeah, so make sure you avoid that sarcasm. All right, if you don't know the individual. All right, do not mock or ridicule anyone. Make sure you're not doing that, because it's really hard to get on stage, and people's egos, they get hurt really, really fast. So make sure you're not mocking somebody. Don't be mean-spirited as well. All right, the last words of your introduction, it should be that individual's name, so that they can go right into their performance, and they can start maybe with a clap from the audience. You want to encourage the audience, go ahead and clap, and make sure you don't leave the stage until that individual is up here, because a lot of times when you're calling that individual, They should be right by the side of the stage, but if they're not right by the side of the stage and you're calling them, make sure you're up on stage and that they are on stage before you leave the stage. All right? Make sure before the performance is over, you're returning to that stage so that once the individual is done, you can transition right into saying who that individual was, getting the audience to applaud again, and mention that individual's social medias and so forth, so that they're able to get some contact information. They're able to give some contact information to the audience if they're selling anything, if they're trying to push a show that's coming up. Make sure you do all of that for that individual, and just keep the show moving. All right? Constantly keep the show moving. A lot of times at open mics, it's a lot of dead space because people are not keeping that show moving. So you as the host got to make sure you keeping it moving. You ready? All right? So one more thing that I personally want to add to this list when it comes to the artists, make sure you have your music ready. All right? If it's on your phone, if it's on the CD, if it's on a flash drive, make sure you give that to the DJ and they can have your music ready. And make sure you write out your name. Make sure you get your CD or your DVD or your phone back, because a lot of times it's flash drives left at the building and it's like, okay, who does these belong to? So you want to make sure you get your performance CDs back. Another thing you want to make sure you do at the open mic, you want to make sure that you are not talking while a performance is going on, because you want to show respect for that individual that's on stage, because it's so hard to get on the stage, as well as you want them to respect you. So make sure you're respecting other individuals as well. And then when the show is over, even in the meantime while the show is going on, make sure you're exchanging information with different people, because you might want to network with that person and do a track with them, or do a compilation with them. So just have fun while you're on stage, period. That's the name of the game. Have fun, and it won't seem like you're working or trying to pull something out of somebody and they don't even have it. So have fun. All right, that's my first video for the new year. Hopefully you enjoy it. Share it with your friends. Like, comment. If you want to know something else, you know, drop it down in the bottom. Let me know, and we'll go from there. Again, I'm Marline Massasoit, and I'm at NTP Backstage. Come visit us. That's 2397 Elizabeth Lake Road in Waterford, Michigan. All right, signing out.